Meanwhile, at the Havenhurst Rich Manor in the bedroom, CJ's lying in bed thinking. Till Helen came in and CJ saw, and he sat up just as Helen came to where he is. You okay? Yeah, I had to run in when hospital. And what she's playing at, and as Helen sat by CJ, she's trying to get the truth on why we got married. Hey, it's gonna be fine, not to worry. Are you kidding me? How long can we keep this on till she finds out that you and I are gonna have a family? Meanwhile, at the Grand Pub, Emily's waiting at the table, and as Kyle came in with her and went to where she is. There are the two loving men in my life. Hey Mom. Hey Sal. Sorry late and all. It's okay. All that matters is you're here. There you are, Kyle, and as Cassie came to where they are, and Emily's surprised. What the hell is going on? Oh, I can't believe I didn't tell you this. Cassie and I decided to be together. What? I'm afraid it's true, and as Thomas came to where they are, which is why we need to step aside, and the sooner, the better. No. No! No! And as she woke up in her house in bed and turned and saw nobody next to her and got her iPhone and called Rita. Hey Rita, it's me. How soon can you get here? Meanwhile, at the LAPD in the holding area in Carl's cell, Carl's lying in bed till Rachel came to where he is and Carl saw and got up and went to where she is. Look who's back. I thought one wouldn't dare come here. We need to talk. There's something to discuss. Actually, there is. And as Claire came to where they are, I got this, Rachel. And as Rachel turned and walked away, and Carl turns to Claire. What do you want? I'm willing to make you a deal. That's if you're interested. Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment and Thomas' apartment in the living room, Thomas came in the living from the back, leaving Cassie a message on his iPhone. Hey Cassie, come as soon as you can. I'm really getting worried about you. And as Thomas hung up, just as someone knocked on his door. And Thomas went and got the door. And it's his brother Nate. I see that you settled back down here. Yeah, same as I am. Come in. And as Nate came in, and Thomas closed the door. And as they went to the living room, and Nate stopped and turned and faced Thomas. So, how's New Orleans? Good. So what happened while I was gone? Meanwhile, in Carl and Olivia's apartment in the living room, Patrick's waiting till Olivia came from the back, and Patrick saw. How is he? Brian's asleep, and as Olivia went and sat next to Patrick on the couch, and Patrick looked at Olivia. You're still worried of what happened, Mike. I have made a decision which will be best for my son Brian. Meanwhile, at the Preston Rich Manor in the living room, Paul and Stephanie are making out. Till Katie and Chad came in, and Paul and Stephanie saw, and stopped, and turned and faced Katie and Chad. What do you mean? What's going on? I think it's time you and I do what we've been born to do. What are you saying? Yes, I am. Okay, you two might want to fill Katie and I in because we're definitely lost. Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, Karen, Ursula, Susan, and Angela are talking with Kristen. Can you get some water? Right away, Karen, I'm fine, okay? Yes, and as Angela continued to cough. Angela, suddenly Angela collapsed on the ground and Susan got her cell phone and called 911, just as Kristen hurried back to where they are. What happened? Really, Kristen? You're just gonna stand here and not know what you did to my daughter-in-law? What's going on? And as Jen and Sheldon came and they saw, call 911, I'm already in. Yes. This is Karen. I would like to report an accident here. And as Jen looked at Kristen. Kristen, you wanna tell me what the hell is going on here? Meanwhile, at the Grand Pub, Lauren's having coffee till Jessie came to her table and Lauren saw. Is this seat taken? No. And as Jessie sat with her. I really miss you. I do too, which is why I'm here. If you came to me, actually, I came because I want to try to fix this damage we now have. Meanwhile, at the Havenhurst Rich Manor in the bedroom, CJ and Helen talking while sitting in bed. I know it's hard, especially keeping secrets from my friend. Hey, I know how tough it is to be wrapped in a bind. I went undercover working for the Collins. You made it look really real to me. And look where that turned. All I'm saying is, I know what you're going through, and it's not an easy task, which is why I agreed to help you. So, what else happened between you and Gwen? Nothing that I didn't know. You didn't tell her. No, I didn't. I figured you would. Thing is, she already knows about you and I having a baby. The thing is, I'm not leaving you at all. Meanwhile, at the Cravenwood Rich Manor, Emily came down the stairs and went and got the door. And it's Rita. I came as soon as I can. It's been a while. Yeah, which is why you and I need to catch up. And as Rita came in and Emily closed the door. And as they head to the living room and went and sat on the couch. And Rita turns to Emily. So, what's been bothering you? I missed my husband for one, and I had this strange dream about him. What was the dream about? I'm trying my best not to let it get to me. But it is, isn't it? Yeah, and I fear it could destroy my marriage. Meanwhile, at the LAPD in the interrogation room, Claire and Carl came in the room, and Claire closed the door. Have a seat. And as Carl went and sat down, and Claire went and sat at the table from Carl. What's this deal you speak of? I spoke into the DA, and she's managed to offer this deal. And as Claire took her iPad and laid it for Carl, and they saw the information on the iPad. And look at Claire. What the hell is this? A written statement saying that you hereby release on terms that you don't say anything to anyone regarding Rachel and Aaron's first daughter and how and when she was born. It's really? Thought you plea bargain to let someone walk free and it's her came in the room. For your information, our daughter was out on the time and didn't realize she was pregnant. Oh, I get it now. I get how things run in this town. How though it's up to you whether you want to take this deal or not, but it's on a limit time run. Meanwhile, in the lobby, Rachel came to where Aaron is and he saw. Did he take the deal? My mom's telling as you speak. In the meantime, we managed to help Adria bust the drug problem. Indeed you have, and it's Adria came to where Rachel and Aaron is, and they saw. And I gotta say, I'm proud of you. We need to speak with you. What about, you know exactly what we're talking about, that girl Yolanda. Did you send her here to expose us? Meanwhile, at the obligated apartment in Thomas' apartment in the living room, Thomas and Nate are talking, and Thomas surprised what Nate told him. Wow, seriously? Who knew Tina had 3 people defending her? Well, it didn't work in the end. She was found guilty in submissive way, and it seems Daniel and Jeremy aren't taking it light at all. That's just how things go. The fact is, Maria will always lose Justin, and I'm gonna have to accept that, but I can't. Yeah, that's just like me trying to accept Emily and I over. She's still married to Kyle, and you married to Cassie. Yeah, I know. I do care about her dearly. Oh, that's why you're back. You and Emily, don't you? Meanwhile, at Carl and Olivia's apartment in the living room, Olivia and Patrick are talking. What's that? Well, since my soon-to-be ex-husband's going away for what he did, I want Brian to be adopted. Are you certain that's what's... Yeah, I've spoken to my mom and Wilma, and I feel Brian don't need all this drama surrounding him. Plus, I want to finish high school, and I want to be in his life. I think I know which couple you want to adopt Brian. And as someone knocked on the door. Yeah, it is. And as Olivia got up and went and got the door. And it's Lucy and Tristan. Come in. And as Lucy and Tristan did, Olivia closed the door and led him to the living room, where Patrick is. Patrick, he's my boyfriend, and I love him more than anything. Meanwhile, at the Preston Rich Manor in the living room, Paul, Stephanie, Chad, and Katie are talking. Chad and I are going to fulfill the family legacy. You mean the Collin legacy? Yeah, it was what us Collin was born to do. Must be a traditional thing. More do you know? Cause the way I see, I am tired of those Grams and Goodcharms doing whatever the hell they please and getting away with crimes with a slap on the wrist. Just like those famous people artists. It's time Paul and I step up to the plate. Well, I always love a man who's in control. That's just the beginning. Well, I gotta say, I'm impressed by you two, and as Harold came in and they all saw. I'm certain your moms and dads is gonna be pleased to hear the news, especially at a time like this. Meanwhile, at the Bayside Diner, and as the paramedics came in and put Angela on the stretcher and wheeled her out, just as the guests watching, along with Kristen, Karen, Julie, Susan, Jan, and Sheldon. And Jan and Sheldon turned and faced Kristen. We're still waiting, Kristen. All I did is bring in their coffee and their meal. I believe she must have collapsed because of the coffee. So what exactly happened, Karen? Angela and I were talking, and everything was hunky-dory till she started drinking her coffee, and that's when it went downhill. She must be allergic to her coffee, or someone must be in the hills of jealousies to see Angela working things out with Vince, and she can't stand that. Did you spark her coffee? Really, Karen? Why the hell would I do something like that? Everybody, get out of the diner. The diner's closed till further notice. Your meal's on us. Let your server know to back up whatever food you have left. Karen, do I? Cause from last year when you cheated on Michael and this, I'm not quite sure myself. Meanwhile, at the Grand Pub, Lauren and Jesse are talking. How so? Well, I was hoping you and I start dating each other and begin earning each other's trust back. Sounds like a start, and I'll do whatever I can to rebuild your trust in me, and I'm glad you made the right choice. I really hope I don't regret this, and you won't. Anyways, I gotta head to the hospital. How'd you shift to the diner? Actually, it went well. I'll give you right. Okay, and as they got up, and Lauren got her stuff, and they went and left the pub. Meanwhile, at the Havenwood Rich Manor in the bedroom, CJ and Helen are talking while sitting in bed. What's wrong? I'm really nervous telling our parents. You don't have to. Look, I know your family is gonna eventually accept me and your family. I don't give a damn if they do or don't. I love you, Helen, alright? You're my wife and my lifelong partner, and we're gonna have a family. You see? I knew I fell in love with you the moment I saw you. What about my brother Sean? Sean's my past. You are my future. And like you said, we're not gonna let nobody come between us. Meanwhile, at the Cravenwood Rich Manor in the living room, Emily and Rita are talking. Okay, tell me your dream. I was at the pub, and Kyle came up with my son, and I thought everything was alright, but not. So what happened? Cassie came in, and Kyle said he wouldn't be with Cassie. Seriously? Yeah, and then my ex-husband confirmed it, which really disgusts me, and that's when I woke up and... Hey, it was just a dream. I'm sure Kyle would never cheat on you. I don't know. And seeing Thomas really brought back some memories. Well, you two do share a son once. Yeah, that was killed when I miscarried, but I can't help but wonder. Wonder about what? What would happen between me wasn't an accident at all. Meanwhile, at the LAPD in the interrogation room, Carl, Greg, and Claire are talking. Trust me, Carl, this deal was in place because of your parents. What about my brother? He has a serious church like you, but we're giving you a chance to walk away with a warning. Fine, I'll sign it. Keep in mind, if you violate this, then you'll be charged for drug, trafficking, extortion, and possession of a weapon. Seems you got me back in the corner. Yeah, and if you violate your son, well, who's probably gonna be... Yeah, I get it. And it's called with the pen and sign on the iPad. You have made a wise choice. By the way, the charge against your brother Rex has been dropped, and it's waiting for you in the hallway once you sign the exit form, and it's turned got up and left with her husband Greg. And it's called thinking. This is far from over, Rachel. Meanwhile, at the Applegate apartment and Thomas' apartment in the living room, Nate and Thomas are talking. As much as I want to be with Emily, all my loyalties lie with Cassie. I love her. Then while you're back, I realize that this will always be my home, and Cassie's known that. Is she here? No, we've been having problems since I mentioned about moving back, and the next thing I know, she vanished with no trace. By the way, how's her sister Vanessa? Speaking of which, I better call Gloria, and as Nate got his iPhone and saw a text from Gloria. Well, I better go to the hospital. It seems you're awake. You go, I catch up, and as Nate went and left his place. Meanwhile, at Carl and Olivia's apartment in the living room, Tristan, Patrick, and Olivia are waiting till Lucy came back holding Brian. Thank you so much. You and Carl are welcome to see me anytime. It's a good thing the judge recalled her decision. Yeah, and thanks to you two, Brian's gonna be with us, and as Olivia's iPhone rings, and she got it. Hello? Olivia, can you come to the station? Look, I'm not just come to the station. I need to ride back home. Fine. And she hung up. That was him, wasn't it? We better go. See you later. And as Tristan and Lucy went, I left. Olivia turned to Patrick. Look, I'm gonna officially end things with him when I see him, but I'll call you. I think it's best you won't be here when I get back. I love you, Olivia. I love you too. And as they kissed each other, and Olivia went and left the apartment. Meanwhile, at the Preston Rich Manor in the living room, Harold, Paul, Stephanie, Chad, and Katie are talking. Dude, we're serious about this, Harold. As am I. Where's my parents? They're about to have a meeting at the prison. We'd like to tell them in person, if that's okay. I don't know. Frank, Mimi, Wayne, and Linda have some serious... So do we. So either take us there or we're gonna go there ourselves. Fine, let's go. I'm coming with you. So am I. Why the hell not? The more, the merrier. And as Harold, Paul, Stephanie, Chad, and Katie went and left the room. Damn. I couldn't think this better myself. I'm afraid your trouble has only begun, Tristan, and it may be the beginning of the end for you.